Mic test, 1, 2. All right, looks good. Mic testing. Oh, looking good. We'll be starting here shortly, y'all. Well, hello there, internet world. Let me turn off some music here. What do we got in the background? I can't find the right one, though. Where is it? Where is it? Is it on this one? I think so. Let's see. There it is. All right. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. This is No Noise. I am Z-Rex. We are live today on June the 5th. Holy crap, it's already June 5th? Man, my birthday's coming up on Friday. All right. Friday B-Day time. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. It's a little past noon on Monday, the start of the week. Looks like it's a little bit bloody start. Mic's a little hot, is it? I don't know why. I literally never change the settings. Like, Trading Views just streaming stuff sucks, is really what it is. It's like I literally never change the settings. I just plug it in and go. Maybe I'm just a little hot right now. It's so exciting. Is that better? I don't know. I think it's just the way that it processes the stream sometimes, that it comes in crazy. Yeah, because I'm losing some of my KSs. Whatever, I don't know. I'll just stand back a little bit. Anyway, oh my goodness, what is going on? Happy Monday. Back to to the regular scheduled program. We got Pepe over here looking like, what the shit is going on? I thought Bitcoin's only supposed to go up. Apparently, it does go down too sometimes. A little bit of, actually a lot of bit of red today. I mean, we got some pretty big double-digit moves to the downside. We got STX, Trues at 15%. Dogecoin's flirting with 10%. Pretty nasty, man. Pretty nasty. Let's see here. What about traditionals? No, they're not really doing much. Kind of a little mixed bag. Up a little, down a little. Nothing too crazy. So something's hurting the crypto market, and it don't like it. Ah! All right, let's delete that. Let's delete that, and let's talk about the price here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Holy smokes, that's pretty nasty. Oh, 5 hours left on this 458. If it does close, I mean, first of all, it's already like kind of getting a little bit nasty here, breaching 26,000, which is that level we've been watching like a hawk. And here we are, just making a little Pepe photo there for us. So looking a little bit nasty here. We are right on this trend line. Maybe bulls can save it. I don't know. If it closes like this, that would be a body close against all of this structure. And then if it open and closes below 26, that's when we start to get a little bit concerned for the bulls. And that's where we probably will at least go to 24,000 if that were to happen. Now, obviously, that won't happen today. We'll need tomorrow's daily to close, because this cannot be an open and close below 26,000. But zooming back in, maybe, here it goes. This is pretty good selling right here. Let's get our oscillators. Oh my gatos! Yeah, over the weekend, looks like bears kind of regained a little bit of dominance, and this is all the way up here now at 47. That's pretty good strength by said bears. And man, you already know. I mean, this is kind of coming to fruition here below that 26,000 area. Definitely getting tested. It is right on top of this trend line, so it's an interesting spot for price to be. Very, very curious how today is going to close. I think today's close is going to be super important. But you can see, man, that 21 EMA, another false kind of breakout too on this, kind of looking shitty back in the range, and now the bears are attempting to take the reign. Let's go to ETH. ETH is actually still holding on, technically, to its trend line and its structure. So that's very different than Bitcoin. That's pretty interesting. Came almost down to that 1750-ish area. Bounced right off the trend line so far. Is this bumping and running still? Kind of. It kind of is, as long as it's holding 1750 with Bitcoin. Yeah, that is kind of interesting that Bitcoin is looking a lot weaker than Unicorn Shirt, man. Well, all right, Unicorn for the win, I guess. And this one's not nearly as bearish. Does look pretty nasty, but not as nasty as Bitcoin, because we're still above 1750. So it's kind of really just in the same stupid range that it's been in since mid-March. Yay, more ranges. So exciting. Now, a lot of stuff is not going to be in the ranges anymore. Let's see, Litecoin, did it break out of its range? No, it's still trying to hold on to the trend line. Hey, it's still making higher lows, technically, so far, as long as it stays above this little 833, 33, 33. So that's interesting. And the body is trying to come back up into the blue box. So, I mean, this is real early. We got 6.5 hours left for the daily, but you know, it'd be interesting if it did close right here. That would still be higher highs and higher lows in this intermediate structure right here of the last month or so. Uh-oh. Ethereum Classic getting worked by the 21 all the way to the trend line. Man, pretty nasty. We are getting a little bit of damage done to some of these charts. Even XRP. Well, XRP is actually still above 48, so that's kind of its line in the sand for the short term. You can see, man, right up to also to these tops at about 55 pennies and rejected one more again. Let's look at the weekly on Ripples. on garlic bread. What's garlic bread doing? So garlic bread actually, okay, well this is a little bit cool for garlic bread. It made a incremental higher high here. It did make higher high on this structure on the weekly. So that weekly actually does look pretty damn good. And now since it's just Monday, we got a lot of time left. But if this weekly ends up engulfing this and closes below 48 cents, that would look pretty nasty. So kind of a little bit all over the place here. This little dump fest. Yeah. I wonder if something came out today that's scaring the market a little bit. That looks to be my guess. Maybe some exchange news or some regulatory crap. But yeah, just very noteworthy that Ethereum's still holding its structure and Mama Bear is not. Mama Bear is breaking its structure right now. Pretty much very textbook style here. Breaking it sideways. False breakout again, get under the trend line and the moving averages, and now we are getting that selling pressure. Like I said earlier, very important how these next couple days close. Noise about SEC suing Binance. Oh, there you go. Hasn't that already been like noise for a long time now? Like, who's the SEC not suing? I think is a better question. They're always trying to be getting their grubby hands on money. It's like, oh, that's our money. Oh, there. How dare you set up a trading shop where we don't get fees? Meh. So that's funny. That makes sense. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. I tried to tune out on the news. Some new development. Oh, yeah. Of course. Like, remember when there was new developments on China banning Bitcoin like 37 times? Remember that? Member berries? Remember? Yeah, that came to fruition, didn't it? Anyway, I mean, whatever. And who cares? Like, dude, the Binance ain't going nowhere. Like, there's no way. They're just going to pay a fine, whatever, move on. It's not a big deal. It's just the cost of doing business. It's just a little shakedown. People got to stop getting emotional, man. All right, well, that makes sense. I actually kind of like that. That's what the sell-off is, off of some dumb Binance news. Good deal. Maybe we can buy some dips here coming up, possibly. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. TRX still looks fine. I mean, it's just coming back to test this little flag area, which it already kind of did the measured move up to, wow, look at that, y'all, 8.5 pennies. I mean, this TA voodoo shit works sometimes, don't it? That was the level we were looking at before a little pullback. We literally hit it almost to the T, 857. I mean, it can't really get no closer than that. Still, on this one, it looks very bullish. A lot more bullish than pretty much everything else. So this is still fine above, about 7.5 pennies. It would really have to break this little cluster right here to negate kind of this 10 to, teen target that we've been looking at hitting. We do have some bearish divergence on the RSI from here to here, but it's still very elevated. And what is it, about 50? It's about 60. So as long as it's still hovering above this little cluster, it's still intact. Let's see. Dot. Oh my God, Binance. Oh no. Yeah, this looks kind of gross right here. We're kind of coming into this nasty lower end of the range. Oh my God, that's not how we want to look at the chart. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's still got good support around here. I know it looks nasty and gross, but technically around $5, give or take 20 cents. It's not terrible. Only when we start really losing this little cluster right here at about 460s, I would really get concerned on that. Oh, they filed a court case today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's over, dude. Crypto's over. It's done. Just sell it all. Get rid of all your crypto. Don't invest in it anymore. How could this ever happen? What's funny though about I don't know if y'all are familiar with Bernard Baruch, what it said, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news, which is kind of what I was looking at, because I know that's been looming with Binance crap. And, even with before that Binance crap, some of these altcoins were looking kind of shitty, just not being able to get above ranges. And like most of them, actually, there's a couple outliers like Tron and shit. What's the other one? I don't remember right now. That's pretty much it right now. Just Tron. Tron is the market. It's the new Bitcoin. But anyway, yeah, you can see. I mean, the struggle was real. Somebody was anticipating stuff. And again, to reiterate, there's even insider trading and stuff. There's more information, pretty much 99 times out of 100 on this chart than there is from any individual. This is the collective info of the entire planet, and every person in it that trades and is engaged in the market is represented on this chart. So don't ever forget that. Let's see. It's still in the middle of this range, about 35 pennies. It's right on the edge, man. We get a little bit less than like 35, 34 cents. We probably are going to go test 32 to like upper 20s, something like that. And we're just barely hanging on here. And this could look really ugly if this does close like this, below 35 cents. To be fair, technically speaking, that would be some nasty damage to the chart. And that would actually engulf every single moving average plus structure. You see something like that, that is a buyer shutoff, and it has to be repaired to even kind of get bullish from that. So this actually is one of the worst looking ones we're seeing because it is taking out all that structure with one swoop. Now, is it right on the freaking edge? Yeah, it totally is. We'll see what the bulls can do here in the next 6 hours, but potentially pretty nasty candle setting up there. Linky Poo. Oh, look, it's still in the stupid box, though. That's cool. Well, it's only bounced from the bottom into this box like 1,400 times, so it's probably going to do 1,401. The only way this looks real nasty is we'd have to lose like about 580-ish and get comfy, maybe a few 3-hour candles below that. That would look pretty nasty. Back down to the bottom. EOS. Oh, poor Dan. This thing looks like it's about to go into death mode. Let's zoom out more. Yes, yes, it is. Below 80 cents. Watch-a-lay. That goes into black hole mode. And we have something to reference black hole mode. And that would be, where are you? Osmos is in black hole mode. Look at this. As soon as it lost 69 cents, hell yeah. Open and close below 69. We had like 3 or 4 candles on the bottom of the breakdown candle. That's pretty textbook for continuation. And just being below and going to new lows, unlike a blue sky breakout, which is price discovery to the upside, we are in black hole mode where it's price discovery to the downside. And I don't know if this could ride this trend line any better than it is. I mean, this is pretty amazing that it's even methodically riding this. Look like every body almost closes right on top of it. It's pretty impressive. A couple outliers, obviously, but nothing's 100%. But yeah, kind of just walking its way down. I guess if we just take this same trajectory, let's see real quick. I'm just curious. If we take this same trajectory, we can be broke and have $0 in this coin by about early mid-February. Dang, that's pretty good. All right, so we're just going to walk it out all the way down there. Obviously, I'm joking, but pretty nasty. Don't even care about this thing until it can even get back into the 60s. Very nasty chart. And it's been nasty, too, for a long time. All right, let's go back to where we were. EOS, blah. Bitcoin, cash. Ooh, couldn't get back in the green box of prosperity. And here we are now, just back on the lows. Yay, same price as freaking a year ago. It's so cool, man. Yay, god damn it. This freaking ping pong shit, bro. Oh, no. What is happening? Bitcoin, SV, the real Bitcoin, Satoshi's vision, allegedly, is going into black hole mode. So maybe it wasn't his vision. Maybe he had a dark vision. I don't know, but this is starting to look real nasty. Y'all know we've been watching this like a hawk, and it's been looking okay. I do hold some of this, so I'm definitely taking some heat today. But Now we're about to close below 30 bucks. Shit. Might have to bail on this guy and reassess after another week or so. Let's see how today closes, and I might have to be jumping ship on this one. Pretty nasty. Just been kind of getting in around the low 30s, but now we're getting testy over here. God damn, Bobby. That coin ain't right. Let's see what we got here. We kind of do have a big H pattern right here. It's a long, wide H. Yeah, them wide H's. You can see it right here. So, I mean, this is a good place to defend. If bulls could defend right here in the upper 130s, and they manage to rally this up by like middle or, yeah, about mid of the month here in the next week or so, and it could get back above 157, that would be super bullish if that were to happen. Right now, obviously, we're getting the test from Dubairs, but it is still technically kind of holding up on the these little higher lows with the little H pattern. I do love the H pattern a lot, so that could be the case here. And what's cool about the H pattern is we see it resolve usually within like a week or so. So I do like those. They're quick, you know, when you're right or wrong, very quickly. I'm going to say quickly again just because apparently I like that word. But if this does lose one like 34, ooh, message erased. Bulls are screwed. Zcash, damn, boy, going below the horizontal. Or is it right on it? I think it's right on it. Oh my God, look at that. Literally smack dab on the horizontal. This is the line in the freaking sand right here. I mean, this is it. This is it, guys. I mean, this is pretty much sub 21. I'm sorry, sub 29. It's actually 29.11. Oh, God dang. It's freaking Armageddon terrorist attack over here on Zcash. Looks pretty nasty. Is this, you might ask, a time to buy the effing dip? Now, that's a tough one. I don't give advice, all that disclaimer crap. Plus, you know, whatever. I'm just some idiot on the interwebs. But, you know, you could make an argument that it could be. Or you could play it a little safer instead of riding possible 20 to 50% downside and just wait for it to come back up and cross this 29 or see if it just can hover above it. So since this literally is the first, you know, few hours of it testing that price, you know, it never hurts to just wait a little bit. There's no rush. Markets are not going anywhere. They are going to be around for until you die. So, Dash, man, Dash. Look, it's the same price it was a year ago. Yay. So cool. So cool, man. We start breaking structures, though, on the longer term on some of these, and like the Bitcoin being, you know, 24K and Ethereum's like mid 1700s. You know, that could start really building a nasty bear case if that starts getting comfy down there. So, and that would be different behavior than Bitcoin has shown in its, whatever, 12 years or so. Very interesting. All right, Doge is right. Oh, look what it is. It's literally right on 666. This is the line in the sand, and it's parked right on it for us. Literally on the frickin' dot. Well, that's cool. That happened on the live stream. I like that. Very nice. Will it bounce from here? That's the game we're playing today. 666 down 8%, right to the freaking line, and it's just pegged out, literally pegged on it. I mean, there's not even any other numbers in it except 666. It's kind of creepy. What the frick is that, man? 666. Here it is. Will the Bulls defend the devil one more time? I mean, they've done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Oh, shit. It's like the 6th time to test 666. Oh, snap. All right, well, June, you know, we've been kind of looking for, it was like a late May and a June target for resolution on some of these patterns. And looks like we possibly could be getting them to the downside. Possibly. It's just testing. We're not quite confirmed on that yet. But bears are trying to make themselves known, that's for sure. STX, we already kind of did this one. It's right on the extreme super edge, right on this trend line, and the 200. So there is good support here at 54 cents. You can see that's actually the low of the tail over here at about 52 cents. So by a couple of pennies, looks okay, but I already don't like taking trades in between the long and short term moving averages when it's like right super squeezed like this. Very easy to get whipsawed. We'll see if bulls can do something here again today. Kind of the same theme except for Tron. Tron's the only one that's still very much still bullish intact. Oddly enough, Justin Sun for the win. Man, this thing's just getting ridden. Is that the right? No, it's riding the underbelly of this trend line and the 21, just freaking like the Jesus man, all the way back into these little lows. Pretty nasty. There is no debating that this looks pretty gross. This is one of the nastier looking ones. 3.5 cents. It's okay. Below that, watch a lay. Let's see what Radix is doing. Not really anything. Barely holding up. Loses another few pennies. We'd probably go and test the 200. Lots of resistance at like 7.2. So, but this one's actually holding its structure so far, so that's a little bit different. Hex is just chilling, just accepting its defeat, or not defeat. I guess it's It's like morphing to pulse chain. So, whatever. This is probably going to 0 anyway, or close to. V chain going to that 1.8 level. That's kind of the line in the sand is that 1.8 area. You can see some of the breaches we're getting, like bears are attempting to breach down below a lot of structure, but we are getting a little bit of love on this first initial reaction. We can go on to the 7-minute on the crack time frames. Looks like it started, right around 10. Interesting. A lot of volume, too, on this little capitulation candle, or potentially capitulation candle. So again, these dailies, man, real important how these close. Kind of the same structure as most everything. Is at the same price as a year ago or in the fall. Man, this bitch is literally right in the middle of all the price since back in freaking May. That's just fun, isn't it? Oh man, could it get more in the middle? No, it really couldn't. It does have some real good support right around here though, where it is at like $10-ish. Interesting spot. Also kind of stalled right around there. Getting comfy below $10 though. Watch a lay. All right, let's go to normie markets. What are they doing? They're just kind of taking a little breather today. You already know though what's up. This looks perfectly fine, especially above this trend line. And let's see what we did over here. Almost got to this 43.30-ish area. That's his previous local high back last summer. But man, there's nothing wrong with this chart as long as it's above like 42.20, 42.30. I mean, it looks completely intact and fine and all dandy. Same with this. The only thing is just a little bit vertical. So I'm expecting some kind of liquidation break or just something at least sideways. But I mean, it's above its August high. I mean, this is like full on bulls trying to flip this market right here on NASDAQ. And I know everybody's super bearish and doom and gloom and everything sucks or whatever. But I mean, dude, this is chronological order now. On the weekly time frame for majors, we are pointing up on every single oscillator. It's literally all bullish. There's no bearish oscillators on a weekly. That's pretty important, and you cannot discount any of that. Next major stop is about 15,000, and let's see what the fib is on this real quick. Yeah, okay, so the 786 also is at 15. But man, above like this body right here at about way upper 13s, right around 14K, as long as we're above that, this is building a bullish chart, man. I know, it's hard to say given all the craziness that's been happening, but it is what it is. Price don't lie, man. Dow, what is Dow doing? Dow is trying to break out. It's just kind of just sideways though, all the way back to February of last year. Man, that sucks. So if you've been holding Dow or Dow stocks, you've been pretty much flat for a year and a half. That's pretty annoying. Um, I like that weekly. This weekly that closed last week is pretty nice. And this is kind of looking fairly decent above 33.5. If it got back below 33.5, you just put in another lower high, like right here on the daily, and that would look a little bit shitty if that were to happen. But this Dow's been playing really well inside these horizontal ranges that we've been watching for many months now, and it's been respecting the shit out of them. So we're in this range right now, the 33.5 to 34.3. So this has been one to range trade. I should probably range trade this a little bit more. I feel like I've been missing some shit. Rut Dog finally attempting breakout on Friday. Looking nice, coming back to test the top end of all this range. This could just be a very nice structured liquidation break. I don't really see anything wrong with this chart quite yet. Nice price action by the bulls last week. This candle right here is super sexy. And let's see if this open and close for this week's candle can be above 1800. If that were to happen, I would be looking for at least the 1900 stab, and then probably a little bit further, because you can see when it does do that, it does like to kind of stretch above it a little bit. But not near as bullish as the NASDAQ setup, because you still have all the EMAs are kind of sloppy and spaghettied out, and no big Momo on any of the oscillators. So, and like we said Friday, this is the only kind of concern in normal markets right now, in the normie markets, traditional finances. Russell just needs to get a little bit more going, especially since it's deemed kind of more the real economy. Also has lots of those regional banks in there that people are afraid that are going to go bust. So staying above 1800 though, I ain't got no problems with that on the Rut Dog. The trans index still sideways as hell. Would really like to see this get back above 14.2 into this red box, just to help with the bulls a little bit. But it's just kind of lollygagging for now. Nothing really to add there. Damn it, DAX is still in the stupid sideways consolidation. I mean, look at this. Break out. Oh, just kidding. Break down. Oh, just kidding. Oh, here we are again. So what this is telling me, though, is that the frequency is increasing and that the moves are coming. So do strap in. Do strap yourselves in. This looks kind of nasty below like 32.60. Trying to get back up in here, but squeeze between the long and short-term moving averages. A lot of work still to do. And again, that frequency we're seeing in the markets after a lot of vol flashes on different stuff, which we spoke about either last week or the week before that. I think Monday last week, or it was Monday the week before that, I did a pretty in-depth analysis on the historical volatility flashes, if you want to check that out. But look at this. VIX is just dying. Sub 15 now. Sub 17 on the futures. We're 85. I mean, this is pretty much saying that risk on mode is potentially coming up, man. That would bode well for crypto and just other assets and stupid stocks, but see if we get follow through on that with this week, since it's like the first week that we have that could be opening and closing above big structures, most notably the Russell. Oil is trying to get back up into the blue box. Very nice. You got an H pattern. Oh, snap. Okay, so check this out, y'all. We got a little H pattern here. And see how fast this is resolving with these candles? This is actually one of the best setups on the H pattern. And as long as it's staying above, kind of like, I usually split this hump right here. Let me draw a couple more lines on there to make it more confusing. But I usually kind of just split the top part of this hump. So it's long. And we got the blue box too with this, which definitely helps. So as long as this is above, like in the 72 handle, this actually does look pretty good. And we got an open and close above like 74.50. I would be looking for the top end of this range to be tested if that were to happen. But this is actually looking pretty good. I love the H patterns when they play like this. This is kind of like a textbook one. You want to see that reaction real fast. So that's pretty interesting. man, I'm going to be watching this. This thing can close above 73, and then tomorrow possibly get one over that 74-ish area. Would look real good. Nat gas is rallied a little bit. Look at that. Another stupid doji. I mean, look at that. What kind of shit is this? Doji. Oh, well, the trend line didn't existed here, but doji on the trend line. Doji on the trend line. Doji on the trend line. Getting defended again. Are we about to go up and make a new high, local high? Maybe around mid-late June. It looks like it. That seems to be the pattern right now. Pretty interesting there. Getting defended again at that 220 level, and also building out this lower, higher low structure with dojis intact. Pretty funny. Sideways on the bonds. Nothing really to add there. They're just confused because, the market, rate hikes, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Is this a false breakout or breakdown? Kind of looks like it. Looks like we might be going to test the other side of the range. Over here at like 840-ish. Very interesting. Sloppy. Gets back below. Oh. Holy crap, excuse me. This thing gets back below 740. Watch a lay. Look at TNX floating right around that 370. Big pivot area. Break above it, get a little sell pressure. Break below it, markets rally really hard. And then today and Friday, we're rallying right back around it. So again, kind of showing that frequency is increasing with the price action, and that we should be getting some pretty violent moves here. This, I'm pretty sure, I feel like this month is going to be fun. And we have had some violent moves to the upside, like NASDAQ has just been ripping face, stuff like NVIDIA and shit like that. So let's see here. Dixie, look, man, look at that weekly green doji right above here. This actually looks real good above like 103.50. I like it. Yeah, I mean, this looks perfectly fine above that 103.50 level. Let's go to gold. Gold is, whatever. Sub 2K, I can't really care about it. Like, almost looks cool. Bulls are trying to defend here. They came down, tested this local high. Not too shabby, but really need to see the bulls get above 2K. Just like same with silver, 24.20. Nothing's changed there. Now it's back inside of this range, which is good. That's a defense by the bulls. I mean, that's like one little, good marker for them, but really need to get back above this little swing high, which you can see almost was right at 24.20, about 8 cents shy. Nice defense by palladium in that around that $1,000 level. That's where the bulls are hanging out. They are confirming that right now. Really need to get back above 10.50 though for them to get their boners back going. Palladium, needs to be above 14.50. Broke trend, slope down. That's a tough one. Looks pretty nasty below 14.50. All right. Let's look at sectors. Just want to see what's going on out here in the world. Metals up. Oh, building up. Oh, snap. Is this below that range? No, not even close. Not even close. Friday had a nice pump, so whatever. Nothing really there. That's too crazy. Let's go look at blockchain stonks. Wow, Coinbase getting hammered down to 56 bucks. Man, if it closed like this, that would technically be pretty bearish, sub $60 if this candle does close like that. Pretty nasty. Let's go look at the miner index. Ew. Well, we lost 320. 310 is it for the kind of the macro even on this 310. Yeah, right where we're at on the 21 EMA. We start getting comfy under 310, y'all. Probably like 2-3 opening closes on a daily. Man, watch out. That would not be good for the cryptos, for the cryptosphere. All right, I think that's probably it, man. Put your tickers in the troll box or forever hold your bags. We can go look at them if you'd like. Just going to kind of check some shit out. Damn it, Bobby, look at all this volume, too. AI power, that has to be an AI pump. I mean, there's no way it's not. I'd bet money on that's what it is, especially when you get this emotional super pump. It is at the major resistance though now, and the 15 handle, so probably going to take a little breather here. And there is a big gap all the way down here from like 750 to 9-ish. But oh man, I can't believe I missed that one. So we're literally talking about that back over here. Oh well, you can't catch them all. It's okay, man. IPO. Let's see. Speaking of AI stonks, are they all pumping? Oh yeah, they are. Oracle pumping. Nice pumping. That one hasn't pumped yet. Baidu. Kind of trying to pump. IBM. Hey, look at that. IBM's trying to flip around. Looks okay if you can stay above 130s. Not too shabby. DocuSign. I don't know if that counts as AI. Sort of. MU got a little love too. Man, MU's trying to base out. Look at this, y'all. This is a nice saucer pattern with like a W in it as well, right? Also against all these local highs. And you got all the EMAs right here. I mean, this actually looks really good above 63 bucks. This is not bad at all. Even right here with this sell-off, less than 10% risk. Interesting. I might go nibble me some MU. Okay. Yeah, wow. I actually like that chart there. Let's see. Google, of course. How about just AI? Yeah, look, AI's up. Let's go. Let's pump to the moon. Looks good above 30 bucks. Below 30 bucks. But above 30 looks pretty damn good. AI power, baby. All right, I think that's it. I think I'm just going to wrap up. I don't see no tickers. Let's go back to, actually, let's look at municipals real quick. I'm just curious what they're doing. Yeah, they're still going sideways as hell, man. This sucks. A lot of people hold these in their portfolios and retirement accounts. This is a pretty heavily invested heavy passive investment that lots of old people put in their accounts. Man, that sucks because they got destroyed in COVID. It was a real flash crash, and then when the rate hikes started kicking in, just absolutely murdered. And we're literally just been going sideways as hell for a year now. So man, we've never seen that before. Sideways for a year, shocker. All right, Mama Bear, hold up. Where are you at? Here you are. Will the Bulls defend this and get back above? What the hell, man? I just got a lack of oxygen. I think I need to eat some food here. Will the Bulls defend 26,000, or will they let the Bears get comfy below 26,000? They let the Bears do that for another couple days, open and close below 26. It becomes very high probability that we're testing at least 24,000, probably further than that. But if they can defend this and kick this body back up above 26K and above like this little swing low here, that would actually look pretty decent and give us a little bit of confidence that this is just a little news liquidation shakedown or whatever. Binance, who gives a fuck? Like, wow, big deal. Big Binance deal. But anyway, if that were to happen here in the next 6 hours, that could look pretty good. But the damage is technically being done right now. There's no way to sugarcoat that shit. Now we just have to see what price action does, if it accepts price down here or if it is rejected. So by being rejected, I would look again at that 26 level. Ethereum is not breaking its structure, so it's very different than Bitcoin. It's still making lower highs on the immediate structure and kind of even lows, like sloppy descending triangle type thing or fallen type wedge type pattern. It's a little sloppy, but horizontals rule, and above 1750, it's still fine, and it's actually not breached any, even the tails, nothing. It hasn't breached any major structure, so very different on Unicorn Shirt, man. And Litecoin was the one that kind of was looking real good and has been looking good since October of last year when it kind of flipped around. And yes, it did not make it up to the top of the blue box. That's probably the biggest concern with this candle. But hey, look, it's holding on to the bottom side. As long as it's above like upper 80s, kind of on this trend line in the 200. So yeah, upper 80s. It's okay because we're still making higher highs and higher lows. So weirdly enough, Ethereum and Litecoin are kind of looking better than Mama Bear. And then of course Tron is one of the good looking ones still. Looks very nice above 7.5 cents. And then traditional markets, 4,200, or like we ratchet that up to like 42.30ish. And then NASDAQ still looks really good. It looks fine above like 14,000. Don't really have any issues with it. And let's see if RUT can open and close above 1,800 today, or this week. Sorry, if we can do an open and close above 1,800, that'll be the first weekly that it's actually had since all the way back over here in October when it tried to get bullish before failing back into the stupid range. But hey, you got to give the bulls a little bit of credit here. Not in the crypto land though; they don't get credit there yet. Not yet. All right, guys, that's it. I'm signing off. Much love. I hope you'll have an awesome Monday, and we'll be back on Wednesday a.m. for some more price action. And outside of that, stay vigilant. Let's keep an eye on them prices, the closes this week, and we'll go from there and see if it's going to